Who buys on eBay? Everyone shops on eBay. Come on, who buys on eBay? Have you bought on eBay? Anyone else bought on eBay before? It's a pretty good site, right? It saves you money, so it must be a good thing to do. Is anyone thinking of buying a present on eBay this year? I bought something on eBay from a user called Joey Cambit123. And it was a camera. And when the camera arrived, it didn't actually work very well. It was a bit intermittent. The button was a bit sticky. It wasn't working very well. So I thought, consumer rights. It's not fit for purpose, and all those other great things that the Sale of Goods Act says, it breaches all of them. So I emailed the seller and said, I'm a lawyer, I know all about my consumer rights, you've got to take this back. And he said, I won't tell you what he said, but I'll say it in polite terms, he said, no, I don't have to do that, you'll just have to take it as it is. Is he right or wrong? Have I got consumer rights in these circumstances? Okay, this man says, you saying he's wrong or right? You say he's right. He's right. So you think I've got no consumer rights. Does anyone think he's wrong? This lady thinks he's wrong. Why do you think he's wrong? Okay. So this lady says he's wrong because there's all sorts of legislation that gives me protection. Is that what we're saying? Which is true. There's lots of legislation. And that eBay have policies that the user shouldn't do that. Now, I'll put the eBay policies aside for a second because, number one, they're fairly useless at upholding them, so we hear. But secondly, I'm talking about what the legal ramification is, not what eBay is. He's absolutely right. And the reason that he's right is that you've purchased, or in this case I purchased, from an individual, not a company. So what the law says, if you buy from a site like eBay, from an individual, you don't have the rights you normally have. The only rights I have is to make sure that the camera is as described. So if he says the camera is black and it's got a flash, and it's not black and it hasn't got a flash, I've got rights. I can send it back. But if the button's sticky, like in my case, and he doesn't mention it in the description, I have no rights whatsoever. This is another huge area that we see on human rights. Many people get caught out with this because they think they've bought from the internet, they've heard about the calling off period, they've heard about the Sales of Goods Act and all those other things, and they think I'm safe, I'll be okay. But you're not. And I'm not saying that to put you off from buying from eBay, it's more about buyer beware. Beware that when you buy from a website like that, from an individual, you may not have the rights you'd usually have, so be careful.